Hey everybody, so this video is going to be a little different than what I've been doing lately. I just recently watched a video of a girl who was talking about her whole bullying story. She couldn't have been any more than maybe 15, 14. And it really hit me kind of hard. And I just recently read something about Jamie's Law, and I'm sure everybody has heard of that. And this is something that's just really hit me really hard. And I wanted to make a video about this and step out of the normal thing that I normally do. Bear with me, I'm still sick, as you probably know from my last video. Sorry about the light. I try to get as much light in here, but it's almost 7 o'clock, wintertime, so yeah. But, I just wanted to start off by saying I'm now 22 years old, and, I'm an adult, but this is the first time I'm really going to be coming out about this to, strangers and whatnot. I never really, I was always bullied, in middle school and even in high school. It was a really tough experience, and I'm just trying to help, the younger people out there who are going through it to get through it and to be strong. I'm sorry if I get a little choked up, but it's just, I never had, YouTube or anything like that when I was younger. So it was just a kind of different thing to deal with, and you never really had too much support besides your, friends and family. But with the internet and everything how it is now, there's so many support systems that you can turn to when you need to. And, there's so much more, reinforcement than there was back when I was in school. So let me get into this. I'm 22 now, and I never really experienced full-on bullying until middle school. It was, I know, maybe 8th grade. No, not even 8th grade. It was, well, okay. In 6th grade, I went to a public school for about a half a year. And, I had a lot of friends, and I was getting along with people, and, I had a lot of friends from elementary school that I still went to school with, and it was really great. And then, I had a sudden change of heart, and I wanted to go to a private school. So I went to a private school the last half of 6th grade and all of 7th grade. And that's when I really started experiencing the bullying. Private school was by far the worst experience that I probably went through in my life. It was terrible. There was, it was a big jump from public school, because private school, the classes are a lot smaller. In your grade, there's probably about 20, 25 people to each grade. And, being the kind of, new kid on the block, I was very much so put on, I was a lot more noticed. And when I was in middle school and before 8th grade, I was a chubby girl. I was always a chubby kid, before I fully grew into my body and everything. And I'll get into that too. It was so hard. There was, even to this day, I remember a certain group of girls that made my life hell, and a certain group of guys that made my life hell. And I can't even express the pain I went through in those years. I mean, coming home from school every day and just crying and crying and crying, and not knowing why these people were doing this to me. And, I'd never done anything to these people. I came into that school, shy and just ready to make friends with people, and it was terrible. I mean, there was this one girl in particular, I'm not going to name names, but I see her out at clubs all the time, and, she's mutual. We have like 20 mutual friends on Facebook, and she just kind of was she was the main reason why this was happening to me. These people were, I was always like a running joke. I was always like the inside joke in private school, and, I was so. It was so bad that even the teachers and, my basketball coach was in it. And at this time, I was so passionate about basketball. I loved basketball. Everything basketball-wise, I wanted to be involved in. And It got so bad, and I think my 7th grade year, that my coach had kicked me off of the team because all the girls had decided they didn't want me on the team anymore. And that completely broke my heart. It's crazy how I still remember this stuff. But I actually remember a few days before it happened, him taking, and this is no bullshit, this is no lie, him taking every girl on my basketball team. And I waited for him in the gym, and he took all of them, and they had told me that, that they were going to go do some paperwork or something that they had missed but I didn't, and they told me to wait in there. So I was like, okay, all right. And come to find out, they were all talking about whether or not they wanted to get rid of me or not. And I think it was me and one other girl, and they were all talking about if they wanted to get rid of me or her. And let me remind you, I was not a bad player. I was so passionate about basketball, It was always my sport. I loved it. But, that broke my heart. I came in, a day or two later, and they tell me that I've been cut off the team because of this or that or this or that. And I was like, I can't believe this, because I'm a good player. And, I can point out 2 or 3 other girls that are just terrible and have been sitting on the bench all season. I mean, that's how bad it got. I'm trying to explain how bad it got. And it got to that point to where the teachers and the coaches were even involved in this whole, thing against me. And I had never done anything to anybody. And that's what hurt the most. I was like, why are these people doing this to me? Why do I have to go home crying every day? Why do I have to go home and, hate my life? Why do I have to, why are they doing it? And I still to this day don't know why. I don't know if it was just jealousy that started with this one girl, if she was jealous of me for something, or if it was just because I was new and people noticed me more because I was new, and cliques were already established and whatnot. But yeah, there was always the fat jokes. There was always them making fun of me for this or that. And whenever I would try to do my hair, put makeup on, or fake tan or whatever, I would just get laughed at the next day. And I mean, at school dances, and this all happened in the matter of 7th grade and half of 6th grade. At dances and stuff, and one of the popular guys would try to dance with me, and I would be so giddy and so happy and think that everybody was liking me now and finally seeing who I really was, when in all actuality it was just a joke. And you can't do anything worse to a child than that. I mean, why go out of your way that far to break somebody down for your own amusement? I don't understand why you would try that hard to break somebody down for no reason. This person has never done anything to you. They have never said anything to you. All they want to be is accepted, and you're just trying to break them down for it? Why? And one thing, if any bullies or anything are watching this, why are you... what you don't realize is when you get out of high school and, all you and your friends go your separate ways, there's a huge world out there. That shit is not gonna hold any weight when you get into the workplace, when you go to college. Well, maybe when you go to college, I don't know. I never went to college, to be honest with you. But when you get into the real world, that shit is not cool. It's not. It's not going to matter how many people you made cry. It's not going to matter how far you broke somebody down. Just watch your words. These people that you're treating like this can go home and want to slit their wrists, want to cut themselves because of it. You don't know how far that these people can take this. You are truly breaking somebody down to the core. And you need to get over your own insecurities and stop doing this to these people. These kids, you are no better than anybody. You aren't. Because your mom has more money than her mom, or because you have a dad and she doesn't. You know, why? Why is that make it okay? It doesn't. It doesn't make you a stronger person. It doesn't make you a better person. It makes you a weak person who doesn't know how. It just kills me. I'm starting to get choked up now. But yeah, after 7th grade, I decided to go back to public school. And actually, my summer of 7th grade, there was an incident with a boy that I went to school with. And the summer between 7th and 8th grade, he had, of course, did the same thing to where it was like a joke. You know, he had messaged me on some messenger or something, him and all the other popular kids at this private school. And they were talking about my body, and it was a big joke. So after that, I stopped eating. And I was exercising so much. This was between 7th and 8th grade. In that summer, I lost about 70 pounds because I refused to eat. If I did eat, it would only be like a club cracker or two, like the club crackers, the Keebler club crackers or whatever. And, you know, it even got so bad that I was tempted to become bulimic. But I didn't. I was exercising nonstop. I was lying to my mom about eating. I just couldn't take being the fat girl anymore. And it was really bad. I mean, those people have left a scar on me for life. You know, I could never look at those people any differently now. I've accepted that that's just how they are. This girl to this day is still the same bullying person that she was back in middle school. And there's no reason for you to put yourself above anybody else. It's so ridiculous. It's so wrong. You cannot break these people down. You cannot do that. These are people that you're talking to. These are human beings. And I'm sorry, guys, I'm getting choked up. But, you know, you can ruin somebody's life with this. You're taking away somebody's happiness and breaking them down. And it's not right. You know, I'll probably make a follow-up video on this because I'm approaching 13 minutes. But, yeah, I just wanted to speak about that and, you know, open up a little bit. And for anybody going through this, be strong. Be strong. Be better than these people because you obviously are better than this. For them to be doing this to you, you're better than them. Be strong for yourself. Be strong for your peers. But just hang in there. Hang on. There's hope. Trust me. And that's all I'm going to say about it. I'll probably make a follow-up video, a part 2 type thing. But, yeah, I'm approaching the 14-minute mark now. Sorry, guys. But, yeah, comment if you'd like. You know, please don't leave any rude comments. I'm just trying to help. I'm trying to help the kids going through it because I've been through it before. You know, just because somebody grows up and they're pretty or whatever and they're confident, it doesn't mean that they didn't go through the same exact thing. So I just wanted to try to offer some support. If anybody's going through it and they need somebody to talk to, please feel free to message me anytime. I will respond back as soon as possible. So stay strong, guys. I'll see you next time.